Welcome back, guys. It's your boy Mike.
Juju. It's Cameron, everybody.
Hey, on this episode today, guys, we're going to talk about KATT Williams. Look, he's been out there dishing it out for years. He went through everybody thinking he was crazy. He went through the same shit Dave Chappelle went through, and the guy's been speaking facts, and people are finally starting to catch on. So we're going to check out some of the stuff he's saying now and some of the stuff he's been saying, guys.
Stay tuned. Now.
Let's go. KATT Williams, guys. These shows are for entertainment purposes.
John Witherspoon in a way that can't really be quantified, if I'm being honest with you. And the Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker, not Smokey. Oh, Lord. Whew. If I didn't know no better, I'd tell you he's the greatest. I don't care what you say. To be confident and not delusional is a real skill. Most of these confident people we see is really delusional.
Well, you don't.
We miss John Witherspoon in a way that can't really be quantified, if I'm being honest with you.
KATT Williams reveals why Oprah and Tyler Perry are Hollywood snakes. Comedian KATT Williams called Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry Hollywood snakes, joining in the conversation about their alleged shady behavior. Williams accuses them of expecting a coming messiah while scrutinizing everything, and highlights Oprah's rumored exploitive actions and Perry's agenda to emasculate black male actors. Several black celebrities have distanced themselves from the duo. Williams criticizes Oprah's treatment of Monique and Dave Chappelle, and expresses distrust towards Perry. Fans are reacting strongly to these allegations, calling out their perceived dark ways. KATT Williams reveals why Oprah and Tyler Perry are...
If y'all haven't seen it yet, guys, go check out our show reacting to Monique, talking about Tyler Perry and Oprah. A lot of good shit in there, and you'll definitely like it, guys. Here we go.
Hollywood snakes. Comedian KATT Williams called Oprah Winfrey and Tyler...
Best compliment you ever got?
You're good enough.
What never fails to make you laugh?
People smiling.
Worst piece of advice you ever got?
Don't ever change.
Something you wish you were better at?
Dealing with liars.
Best perk of being a celebrity? There's no perk to be... Come on, Ken. You get online to the nightclub, you're going to perform, you're going to go in first.
Yeah, none of that's because of celebrity, as you know, Mr. King.
Who would you like to be stranded on a desert island with?
Man, he's got his point.
An excellent swimmer.
His point, is what I'm saying.
That was smart. Who do you want to be on a desert island with? He said an excellent swimmer. Somebody can swim and get help. He's super intelligent.
Yeah,
He claims to have a genius IQ level, but he's really intelligent. It's obvious.
Best compliment you ever got?
Can't say you stole one of his jokes. Yeah, like it was ridiculous. You know what I mean? It was like the idea of the joke that we were talking about. You don't even match up with no timeline. So for me, it was one of those things like... Did you have a conversation? Did you guys sell it? Did you have a conversation with Cat? Well, I responded to him the way he responded to me, but that's what I said as well. I've seen Cat, even before then. I've seen...
Is that the dude, the preacher from the haunted house?
Upset about it, like, dog. Say nothing. Like, that don't even make sense. This is some internet shit, and that's all I can say. So, when I responded to him, he didn't respond back to me, and I left it at that. Do you feel that someone else has stolen some of your material? Oh, that's a part of this business, right? And I think that, sometimes it's intentional and sometimes it's not. Right. Can't say you stole one of his jokes. Yeah, like, that was ridiculous. You know what I mean?
It's I'll show it to you. They're a lot alike, and KATT Williams was on a special doing it first. It's in a car type, and I'll show it to you. It's really fun. But there's also several jokes that other people he called out for performing his jokes, and they were like, "Where's the proof?" And then, lo and behold, there's him performing it before them.
That was a lot in comedy and shit.
Bernie Mac, the late great Bernie Mac, said numerous times, he said, "Do not ever practice your new material around other comedians." And he had a lot of his stuff. So he says nothing worse than, I'm paraphrasing, but sitting at home watching a comedian that you know and be like, "Damn, that was my joke. Fuck, he beat me to it."
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and if you put it out to him, you kind of have to deal with that.
I'm pretty sure Shannon knows who Sharpe is. So when he comes out of sedation, sure, anybody who gets shot will tell you who shot them, right? But if the police say nobody shot him, I believe nobody shot him. And if nobody shot him, that's the same nobody that shot Tupac. And if nobody shot Tupac, it's the same nobody that shot MLK. And if nobody shot him, that's the same person that shot Malcolm X too. It's a lot of nobodies out there, and nobody minds if nobody comes up missing, right? That don't bother nobody, does it? Certainly doesn't bother me.
Sound like a smart, put together person to me.
Alright, I did get a little jealous, man. KATT broke the internet and didn't say my name, good or bad. I need the press too, nigga. Shit. Say something about me in there,
That was
man.
a 2.5 hour.
Say something bad about me. I don't care. I got a special coming out. I need the press. Man, we did a movie together today. Alright, I did get a little jealous, man. KATT broke the internet and didn't say my
Both in
He was like, "Marty." Yeah, like, you know, it was fucking. But it was similar to what we're talking, those type of videos.
invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us, we were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points. And the next person they said was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happened. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Katt Williams. Now, one person ended up with a light-skinned, ugly-faced wife that's never done it. Remember I told you that if I say that, it applied to 7 people?
Yes.
It's part of what they give you. We were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one. Dave Chappelle was decapitated in front of us. They called him Pilot Boy, because he had 19 pilots in Hollywood, and everybody passed on him and said his show. I said, what do you think of then when he made $500 million, they said even though his contract said he should get half of it, they said he made too much for the contract to be valid, so we'll offer you 10% of what you made. You mean he made $500 million and they offered him 50? Yes. And he said, what do you think my fans are gonna say when they find out you offered me 10% of what I made you? And they said, your fans will believe that you're a crazy crackhead by the time you get home. And my nigga got on a flight in LA, and by the time he got to Ohio, it was so. Dave Chappelle was decapitated in front of him.
This is the dark ages, folks. Look it up in history. Anytime people that tell the truth is attacked, that's called the dark ages. When you can't say some
Still
shit,
grasping that last
because how somebody
I'm just
might
thinking about
be,
that
one.
fight.
and they might
Thinking
whoop
about
your
that.
ass.
Well, I'm thinking about Katt Williams in the same
That's the
movie,
wild, wild west.
and how he fought that kid. And I'm like, did someone tell
Gotta
that
be very, very
kid?
careful.
And if they did, that's so
What it
wild.
is you
And
let
a
happen.
random civilian kid was told something
We just had a
about
whole
such
election.
a big,
Something happened that
you know, something like
What that was
Changed
some
the fabric
formula
of the
that
country,
looked
and we ain't say shit.
yeah, you know,
We traded in a crazy, deranged president for a weekend at Bernie's. This is the dark
That's
ages,
a good
folks. Look it
movie,
up in
too.
history. Anytime people that tell them
That's some funny shit.
Such a big deal, but you couldn't do it because you can't beat the best. And until you humble yourself, you will forever be king by the king. And because you finally did it, because you had no other choice, And now that he gone, you gonna act like he wanted to be a movie star. You stop it. You stop it. That man was funnier than all of y'all, and y'all thought y'all had one over on him. You thought he was black and ugly, and you were good looking, and he's such a big deal. But you couldn't do it, because you can't beat the best.
I'm not burning.
What I was saying on Trim Champ was talking about to survive in comedy, you have to be lovable. KATT is one of the most lovable comedians in the world. And what I meant to say on the interview was, I meant to say, I don't know how much crack y'all think that he smoked. He's the most lovable. But instead I said, I don't care how much crack he smoked. And I've never seen KATT smoke no crack. You know, but I was hoping he wasn't going to take it personal, because even Noriega hit me up after that whole thing came out about me mentioning KATT, and he didn't even remember. Like he said, when did this happen? Because I mentioned I was on Drink Champ and this interview, and he hit me up like, hey Mike, what did you say on there that I missed? That's how much that's how much of enough. That's how you know I wasn't even insulting this guy. It was more giving him his props. What I was saying on Trim Champ was talking about to survive in comedy, you have to be lovable. KATT is one of the most lovable comedians in the world. And what I meant to say on the interview was, I meant to say, I don't know how much crack I think that smoked. He's the most lovable. But instead I said, I don't care how much crack he smoked. And I've never seen KATT smoke no crack. You know, but I was hoping he wasn't going to take it personal, because my
bad, guys.
He goes on to the ludicrous conspiracy with the Fast and the Furious franchise.
You related to Luda? No. So there was a crossroads where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the other of us. And decisions had to be made, so it was both.
You
know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is? What? Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case. It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with, and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources that we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
Because Shannon Sharpe got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same. You know what the number one job?
KATT also dropped what is sure to be one of the most memeable clips of all time.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like it.
He is so funny.
He was ready for this. And prepared. All the dominoes were set up for him just to kick.
See, I've always been
practicing that bitch right in front of you, knocking them bitches out the park.
So KATT versus Kevin Hart, one-on-one battle.
The only person that can top this interview will be if Kevin shows up. Kevin holds the trump card. And that trump card is, when you was on top of the world, you was the diva that was turning down roles, doing this and doing that. How long somebody gonna do that for? You move on. Absolutely. I took that role, right? You had you and your team, right? You didn't put your group in a position to be successful. I'm putting my group in situations to be successful. Don't be mad at me because I'm doing it. Don't be mad at me because I'm taking the roles, and the roles I can't take. The first person, my friend. Right? You was thinking about yourself, I'm thinking about everybody else. That's the trump. That will be the trump card.
KATT also dropped what is sure to be one of them.
Trump card.
Faison called the police on us.
I don't know what happened here, guys, but I threw it in here.
And he ran in the club.
Said he ran in the
I
club.
saw this earlier. There was another.
I'm gonna let you tell it.
Oh, yeah.
Something I got arrested with him at the free zone or something.
No, I want you to tell it.
You really are the best. You're proving it here today. As much as I'm proving it, you proving it. You proved it. Yeah, that wasn't the thing. It wasn't, people say that. He lost $50 million. No, that's not even close to what happened to this dude. And until you understand what happened to the dude, you don't understand what happened. Like, no, not they offered him $50 million and he turned it down. Who gonna turn down $50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I just said I'm so.
That's crazy, guys. He just said that P. Diddy offered him $50 million.
4 times.
Like, the only way that would be possible is if he was trying to catch him and videotape him in a compromising position or something. Because that's what they say Diddy does.
Can I need
No,
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Come, right?
I will let you tell me.
No, you're
No, I want you to tell me.
You really are the best. You've proven it here today. You're down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about.
That's funny every time.
I don't know Katt Williams. Never met him. That's one person.
Bernie Mac's daughter, guys.
My dad's alive, but from everything that I've ever heard my dad, say, seemed like a dude. So I have no faults, of course, with him. I thought the interview was hilarious, entertaining. That man dropped so many one-liners that I'm sure we are going to be wearing down to the ground in this year of our Lord 2024. But one of my biggest takeaways in watching people's responses was how people were kind of like, oh, it's kind of sad, like, outside of being, tickled by it. And I've seen people say stuff like, it's like watching, your uncles go at it, and you're like, oh, why can't we all just get along? Well, I mean, because everybody doesn't get along. Like, I think that's one of the misconceptions about comedians, and I guess it's due to the fact that what they do brings so much joy to others, that the perception, the expectation is, I don't know Katt Williams. Never met him. That's one person I never
That's
did.
cool from her.
Kevin Hart done went 25 years without ever being in the same building with me at the same time. If I go in the building, he walk out. You've never seen us in the same building ever in 25 years. Like, it's like that. Why? Why?
Yes.
Because I'm really the product. It's not what you think. I am never under the influence of anything. I'm always in my right mind. I'm always a physical specimen. And when you see me, I'm much, much bigger than you had thought. I have far less play in me than you would like. Kevin Hart done went 25 years without ever...
Katt Williams a real bro. I came home, I ain't have nothing, bro. Katt Williams called me to his show, gave me front row seats, bro, called me to his show. And when I was leaving the show, I thought he threw me some in the car because it was wrapped up in a towel. But it was $15,000, bro. And I see him, I'm gonna return the favor, bro. Whatever I got in my pocket. That dude did something for me, bro. That I get emotional talking about it, bro. Like, I really needed it at the time. And I wasn't staying nowhere. I mean, I was staying at a hotel with my kids in downtown New Orleans. I ain't even have nowhere to stay there yet, bro. And Katt Williams a real, bro. I came home, I ain't have nothing, bro. Katt.
Consider yourself a king of comedy? Where did Katt?
No, they consider that. Like when after Bernie left, them same 3 guys I'm telling you about, the kings.
Yeah.
Right? Because DL is the greatest.
Yeah.
No DL slander gets tolerated. But they came to me. I was supposed to be the 4th king. I got the offer, but I turned it down. Why? Because you shit on Bernie. And I know the truth. You think I'm gonna let you shit on Bernie and then come get me? I'm the next king? Fuck you. Why? Because the whole time Bernie was here, you was acting like you was funnier than him. The reason you was supposed to go last is because it was your tour. Tell the truth. It was Steve's tour. Not it was gonna be called the King's Comedy, it was Steve's tour. These are the guys opening for him. Of course you gotta close if it's your tour. That's why it was such a big deal. But you couldn't do it. Because you can't beat the best.
You consider yourself a king of comedy?
Alright guys, Katt Williams. Very controversial. always speaking how he feels. You have to respect that. I personally think he has a lot of intelligence and a lot of insight into a world that most of us don't want to believe, but y'all need to wake the fuck up and listen to him.
He's definitely got a unique mind, you know?
Yeah. Juju, you got anything to say?
Man, that's some words, knows the truth.
As always, I'm your boy Mike.
I'm Juju.
It's Cameron there, buddy.
Hey guys, we'll see you next time.